Welcome back to Hills and Hollers. I'm John.
And I'm Chris.
Last week we took you to New Mexico where we hunted elk for 5 days and came up empty-handed. This week we're going to shift gears and we're going to go to
Kentucky. We're trying to give you a good idea of how hunting goes both in New Mexico out west and right here in Kentucky.
I think what you're going to find is that Kentucky has one of the finest herds in the country today, and it's entirely likely that you'll see one of the world records coming from this state.
And shifting gears on this episode, we're also going to be going to the Archery Trade Show in Indianapolis, where we're going to be looking at the whole new lineup for 2009 for 10-point crossbows.
So don't go anywhere,
because the fun has almost begun.
We made our way back to Kentucky and we're going to show you an elk hunt in the eastern part of the state. But leading up to that elk hunt, I'd like to give you a little background. We've got over 10,000 elk in the herd here in eastern Kentucky. And this was a transplant of elk from a variety of states in the Rocky Mountain area that had started over 10 years ago. The man we're going to be hunting with was one of over 30,000 people that applied for this hunt. You're going to see a lot of very good elk in this show, a lot of big bulls. But you're going to see one in particular that we call the Monster in the Mist. Let's go find him now.
Scouting's over. It is the morning of, and we are fired up. We know we're on a good property. Scouting, we saw bulls, so we know they're around. We're going to be going out, and I think we're going to be getting one in the morning, first thing. Along on this hunt, we've got David Burba, who we've hunted with before. He helped us bag a big bull on our last Kentucky elk hunt. Also on this hunt is Billy, the brother of our hunter. Billy's been out west hunting elk before, and he was not gonna miss the chance to see screaming bulls right here in Kentucky. And of course our hunter Doug Coulter, who's gonna set up the hunt for us.
It's October 4th. We're in Pike County. It's exactly 7 o'clock in the morning. We've got the herd bull bugling right now, about 400 yards away. It's time to hunt.
We start creeping down this trail, and guess what we see? A big herd of elk. But they're going to be a little tricky getting to, so we have to go around the long way. Surprise, surprise. That's elk hunting. We're mobile. We're going.
Let's go. Let's move. Let's move. Let's move.
When we return, it's the Monster in the Mist.
On the far side of the herd right there.
But first, we're going to talk with the folks from 10 Point about their newest lineup of crossbows, so don't go anywhere. This week's product review is brought to you by the Kentucky Gun Company.
Hi, we're here today with 10-Point Crossbow Technologies, and we're going to be looking at some of their new products and some of their new ideas. With us, I have David Robb. Mr. Robb is the Director of Marketing for 10-Point Technologies.
The first bow I want to talk about is the Defender CLS. We actually have 3 new bows this year. We think this one is going to be have the most impact on the market of the 3 bows that we've brought out this year. The key part of this bow is the front end, and it has what we call our compact limb system front end, CLS technology. And you'll notice that it has sort of a parallel limb design. And if you're familiar with our products from last year, this bow sitting down here is the Phantom CLS. And it's probably the most expensive bow in the marketplace.
Yeah.
It retails as a package for $2,500. But that CLS technology front end is the same technology now that we're using on this bow. You'll notice that the stocks are different. That's our 10-point stock. This is our 6-point stock. So basically what we've done is taken the CLS technology from our top-of-the-line Phantom and tried to make it more accessible here.
I see.
In our lineup by putting it sort of in the middle of the lineup on a different stock frame. And it's a little bit slower because we've lowered the poundage here. This is a 175-pound bow rather than a 185-pound bow. But it still shoots 330 feet per second. It's going to be lighter than the Phantom, and it's going to also come in a package format, but the package is somewhat smaller than the package that you get with the Phantom. So all in all, you're looking at about half the cost of a Phantom to get that CLS technology in this bow this year. And this particular frame is lighter weight than the Phantom is, so it's going to be, I think, more adaptable to women and older hunters like myself.
Yeah, it is.
Of course, the advantage of this front end is it's quieter than our standard front ends, it's faster, and because of its narrow frame here, it's more maneuverable in the woods.
So the technologies that you develop for the high end of your line, eventually they're going to pour down into the middle of the line.
Exactly.
Everybody benefits.
Exactly.
10-Point crossbow has made it possible for me to hunt. As I've gotten older, I've lost some of the strength that I used to have, some of the flexibility. 10-Point crossbow makes up for all that. Contrary to popular belief, the crossbow does not allow you to simply go out and kill like you would with a rifle. But it is going to make a lot of people happy because it's going to make it possible for people that are older, younger, handicapped, men, women, and then people that just want to hunt with the crossbow. So if you're looking for a new challenge, if you're looking for an opportunity to expand your hunts, check into the crossbow world. Check into the 10-Point crossbow. I think you'll be surprised and pleased.
This is the new Defender CLS. It's from the 6-point series of 10-Point crossbow technologies, and it is wicked. This thing shoots fast, it shoots pretty dang quiet, and it is light and compact. Hence the CLS compact limb system. This one also comes with the AccuDraw 50. That means it takes 50% of this draw weight off this bow, which without, it's impossible. I can't do it. And I'm a pretty strong individual. So let me show you how it works real quick. Take these, put them on the string, give her a pull. Hear the click, it's in place. Take them off. They pop right back into place. I put a bolt on, like so. Seat it real good. Flick off the safety. Shoot the target. The Defender CLS, it's awesome. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. This week's product review is brought to you by the Kentucky Gun Company.
This is the GT Mag, and if you look at the stock forget about the cocking mechanism, but if you just look at the stock, it's an identical stock to what I just showed you on the Defender. The only difference is the front end.
Yeah.
And this is our GT front end, only it's a 200-pound version of it, as opposed to the 180-pound version that we had last year. It's a high-performance recurve with a lightweight arrow. It shoots 335 feet per second. This stock assembly works with this front end, and it works with the Defender CLS front end. So once we got to that point in the product development, we thought, what about offering this bow as a combination?
Yeah.
So the third thing that we've got available is a Defender mag combo. You buy one stock with a cocking mechanism on it, because you need that cocking mechanism with the Defender, and you get both front ends.
So you get two possibilities.
Yeah. So if you're just a techie guy and you want to be able to hunt sometimes with a compound bow and sometimes with a recurve bow, you solve that problem with this combo. The other advantage is if you're a big time guy that's going to be spending some bucks taking a $15,000 hunt here or there somewhere, and you're going to be out in the middle of nowhere and not have access to repair facilities and things like that. Not that our bows are going to break down, but you never know. You might break a string, you might cut a string or a cable or something like that. You can break this bow down and put it in your pack, and if you run into trouble with the other front end, you can pull this out, rebuild it, and you're good to go.
So you got a backup.
Got a backup.
Let's get back to our Kentucky elk hunt, where Doug Coulter is seconds away from the monster in the mist. We've been moving and moving, and we just come up crest over the rise, and look what's down in the mist.
Let me see your binoculars, Billy. On the far side of the herd right there. There's your bull right there, Doug. On the far side of that herd, stand up there kind of at the point of that herd.
Looking this way.
Looking this way. Get you a good shot. Take that bull right where he stands.
He's coming back towards us.
He's 300 yards, Doug.
How much?
300. Stop right there and shoot him right there when he turns. They're fixing to leave, Doug. Get down.
He's a big bull.
Shoot that bull, Doug.
He's a big bull. You need to kill him.
He's at the back of the herd walking away from us, Doug. He's right there at that cow right there. He's up on top of that, almost on top of that hill on the far side. He's right at the back of them cows.
I lost him.
Let me try to stop him.
Cow called to him. I lost him. I got him.
Is that him going this way? I don't know.
There he is. He stopped. He's looking right at
He's
us.
on the far side of the herd to the left. There's a cow right there standing quarter in front of him.
He's moving
right
away.
behind that cow. He's moving to the left on top of that hill.
He's about to go in the trees. We lost him.
He's gone. It's over.
It's called hunting for a reason. You don't always connect. You don't always get the big bull. It just happens that way. Oh well, let's move on. But man, what an experience it was to see that bull right here in Kentucky. I mean, he was huge.
Oh, he's huge. He's huge.
And wouldn't you know it, he came in the open out of range just to taunt us. Yeah, we didn't connect on the big boy, but it's not over. We're just beginning. This is just the opening morning. We're going back out. It's not done. Morning 2. And we're right back out in the same spot. We're going to get on them this time. We're going in. Sun's just coming up. We're slipping down the road into the meadow. And there's elk again.
Shoot him, Doug. Come on. He's the last one. Come around that corner. Same. You broke his shoulder. Wait a minute, he'll stop. Shoot him again. There he
Good job, Doug. Good job.
Up over about 250 yards.
It's the second day of the hunt. Pike County, Eastern Kentucky. It is 5 minutes after 7 in the morning. I've just got a good bull down. Let's go see what we got. I was sitting down in the road, and David said, get up on this bank so you'll be higher. Well, that time I got up on the bank is when the cows started out, and that's when they started scampering. David said, get on him, get on him.
Here, Carl. Brought you your extra bullets. Thought you might need them.
He just don't quit, does this guy?
He
loves it. Letting that old 270 bark, I tell you, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and Doug took the shot and put him down for the count. What a hunt. What a group of people to be with. I tip my hat to the Coulters for letting us come with them. And thank you, Sergeant Vaughn of the Kentucky Department of Fish and Game. You all are doing an amazing job out there, and it really shows. Coming up after the break, we're going to take a look at another new bow from 10 Point. And Doug lays hands on his Kentucky bull. Plus, Sarge steps in and lays down the law, so don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. This week's product review is brought to you by the Kentucky Gun Company.
The third model this year that is new is the Titan HLX. And actually the Titan name is not new in our lineup.
No, that was the first one I had.
Yeah.
It was a Titan.
We had a Titan TL4, then we had a Titan TL7, and now we have the Titan HLX. The difference between this Titan and the Titan TL7, which was our last model of it, the first thing we've done is we've taken our Power Touch trigger, which is our premium trigger. It's now, every single bow in our lineup now has the premium trigger in it.
Yeah.
It's a 3.5 pound Power Touch trigger. There's no better trigger in the industry. So we've incorporated that into the Titan. It used to have a different trigger. The old Titan had steel cables. We've now gotten rid of the steel cables. It's all synthetic now. And then the third thing that we did with the Titan was we beefed up the limbs. We had TL limbs, which were smaller and 165 pounds in the old model. These are HL limbs, they're 175 pounds. So that Titan used to shoot 280 feet per second, it now shoots 305 feet per second. And the nice thing about this is its price point, if you buy it bare without a scope on it, comes with a peep and a pin if you buy it bare. It's $499, but it's got premium performance characteristics to it at a really attractive price point.
Just before the break, Doug had put a wallop on a Kentucky bull.
There he is. There he is.
Let's join him now as he finally lays hands on his elk.
Good job, Doug.
5 minutes after 7 this morning, we put a stalk on this bull. Bull come out about 230 yards, had about 7 cows with him. I got a decent shot off on him. I'm looking at a 1, 2, 3, 4, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually got a split on the end of his tip. Nice Kentucky bred bull, born and raised in Kentucky. Let me
Now then, next thing you got to do, I need you to put your tag on it.
I'm getting ready to.
Before I have to take you to jail and take you up to my house.
He would do it too. You seen him hanging down in there? I'm standing beside my elk I killed in Kentucky this morning, and just want to say that this would not have been a successful hunt without the great help of Herb and Sarge, two of the finest law enforcement people in the state of Kentucky. I highly recommend them to anybody. Now that's the way it was supposed to work. We spotted him up on that ridge, and we watched, and when he started easing off the other side, we made our move, and we got down there and pretty much knew he was either gonna come out here, or when we got here, then maybe we could call him through there. And when we got to where we was at, that's when that first cow started coming out. Well, here they come, you know.
Congratulations, Doug. This truly was a hunt of a lifetime.
Well, Chris, this brings an end to our elk hunting for the year. What did you think?
It was tough. It was really tough. The public land versus private land from last year, we just ran into other hunters all the time. But that's what you got to deal with, and it was still a great time, though, I thought.
Well, it was an interesting year, and I got to try out some new weapons this year, including the 10-point crossbow, which I really enjoyed. The Luminox, and also the Shuttle T-Lock was a heck of a broadhead.
Those Luminox are wicked. Let's take one more look at my shot at that bull in New Mexico.
65.
So that's it for elk for this year, but we're not done in the West. Coming up on the next show, we're going back out to New Mexico to go after them speed goats.
We're going to be hunting antelope in New Mexico, and I think you're going to really enjoy it. Until next time, I'm John.
And I'm Chris.
Thanks for watching. Welcome back to Hills and Hollers. We're back in Kentucky, and there are elk all around us. Let's go get them.
Nice.